Hey ladies, in this video we are going to tackle the topic of eyeshadow. Eyeshadow can be a really scary thing to do. People get very nervous about it. I never used to do it really well. I feel like I have turned out some pretty good eye looks after learning about some makeup application and things that are going to help your eyeshadows stay all day long and where to put them and all that other fun stuff. So I'm going to share that with you now because I want to share my knowledge. It's the whole point of this thing, right? So my first suggestion is going to be, before you put any eyeshadows on, you should be using an eye primer. Okay, this is going to help the true color of your eyeshadow to come out. It is going to lay the foundation for that shadow to stick and not go anywhere all day long. I also use it on my brows, so when I pencil in my brows, that also helps it stay. So I just kind of, when I apply a little tiny bit of this product, I put it on my eyes and I go up to my eyebrows. You know which one I'm going to recommend, but as long as you have an eye primer, it will be helpful. I do have an example here. You can barely see it, but the same color. I put some eyeshadow here, same exact color, but with the primer. Without the primer, with the primer. Without with. I'm gonna put that under some water. Okay. Check this. So you're gonna have that eyeshadow last all day long. I'm even drying it and it's still staying. So let's go over some makeup tips and tricks. You may notice the rest of my face has nothing on it. That is because I do my eyeshadow first. I'm a firm believer that there's no right or wrong way to do makeup. People do it differently. There's different approaches. This is honestly what I do and what I feel works for me. And I may not do the same exact thing every time, but for the most part, this is what I do. So I currently have no other product on except for my eye primer. I'm going to use two eye products that Unique carries. One is the Splurge Cream Shadow. This is in the color Elegant. It's a really nice, you can see I use a lot of it. It's a really nice creamy kind of champagne, dark champagne color. And then I'm going to be using one of the Addiction Shadow palettes. These come with 7 colors. We have 5 of them, and these can be mixed and matched within the palettes themselves, or pretty much sets you up to be able to use these colors within each other to create a beautiful eye look. So the first thing I'm going to do after my primer is I'm going to do my lid color, which I personally use as usually the lightest color of what I'm going to be using. And I'm going to be using essentially 4 colors on my eyes. But my lid is going to get the Splurge Cream Shadow here. It's out of the main colors. This is going to be the lightest color of my eye look, with the exception of what I'll be using for my highlighter. So I'm just going to cover up my lid, alright? And we're going to fill that lid out there. This is a really nice neutral color. I'm kind of doing a neutral look for you guys. If anybody wants a more involved eye look, please let me know. I'll be happy to go ahead and do that for you guys. But we're going to put this Elegant, nice champagne color. Now this is glittery. The Splurge Cream Shadows, which I'm applying with the cream brush. This is a more densely packed brush, so it helps to pick up the product and really spread it nicely. They come in both sparkly and matte colors. So depending on what you're looking for, we most likely have the color for you. Okay, so we have those lid covers. Okay, now what? Next step, I'm going to put that aside. Next step is going to be crease. Now, your crease span is going to depend on what shape eye you have. I kind of have a little bit of a hooded eye. So therefore, if you have partially hooded, completely hooded eyes, you do not want to put the crease color only literally in the crease. That's going to shrink your eye and make it look smaller and more shadowy. When you have a smaller eye or a little bit of a hooded eye, you want to bring that shadow above. So we're going to expand our crease color to be within the crease, but also come out above it. So this is going to be like my what's the word I'm looking for? My medium color. transition. That's what I was looking for. This is kind of my transition color. And I just dropped my brush. For a task like this, you want to have a nice, fluffy crease or blending brush. That's what this is. It's a blending brush. You want to have a nice, fluffy brush for this. It's going to help with application, okay? I'm going to go in, and now this is going to be like my medium shade of my look. So I'm going to take my blending brush or my crease brush, dip it right into that one color. I always give a little poof to my brushes. Makes me feel better. But it does get some excess of the product off. And we're going to go right into that crease. And we're going to span from the corner all the way across and bringing it up a little higher above your crease. The biggest thing with eyeshadow, ladies, is blending. We want to blend. We do not want to have these harsh lines from our eye makeup. You want to have everything blended. And it's probably going to look, until it all comes together, it's still going to look a little choppy, okay? But you're going to see when you work it in and you spend some time blending, it makes all the difference. Now, when holding a brush, if you hold closer to the tip of the brush, this is going to allow for a specific application, okay? When you start moving your hand away from your brush and just kind of allowing the brush to move, you're having the brush do most of the work now, okay? So just blending out above towards that brow bone. If you have really big eyes, you can stick to just your crease. That's fine. You can stick it right in there if you have really big open eyes. But I'm going to say the majority of us don't have that. So again, a little bit more color. And I'm going right there into my crease and just slightly above. You can do the windshield wiper motions, you can do circular motions, whatever floats your boat. But my biggest thing is spread the love. Spread it around. So again, I'm coming from about my outer corner, coming up above a little bit, and just letting it blend. We talk about making our eyes look bigger. The other thing you want to think about doing, which I've only stopped recently doing, is lining my bottom line. I always used to line with black liner, my waterline up on top and below, but since convention I have learned to not, if you have a smaller eye, you do not want to line your bottom waterline. Instead, I'm going to show you a little trick after we're done here. So I have my light color, I have my transition color. Now I'm going to use, this is a specific crease brush. You could use this for your crease and blending out what I just did, but I have that new blending brush and I love it. I'm going to go for the darkest color now. This is going to give you that shadow effect. I could stay here and I could do my highlighter, but I'm going to go and do a step further because everybody wants to know how to do that smoky eye. So I'm going to do my crease brush in the darkest color that I have, and we're going to get this outer corner, or they call it the outer V. And I can tell I have a lot of product there, but what we're going to do, we're also going to bring this into the crease. Now this you don't want to bring up too high. You want this specifically to be within your crease. And we're going to blend. Now if you feel like you went too dark, no worries. You want to bring this out too, okay? We want to open up those eyes, bring it out. So we're not going to be contained to just the eye itself. I'm going to show you another way that I make sure that everything's blended together. I know you guys see that line. I know you see it. Don't be yelling at me. I know. We're going to make that go in a little bit. So now I'm going to get my other eye, getting that outer corner, carrying it into the crease. We're not going to go high above again like we did with the crease color. We're going to blend it out. And I have a really good trick on how to clean up these eyes. So if it looks a whole big mess over here, no worries. No worries. No need to panic with makeup. And this is why, another reason why I do my eyes first, because you're going to see my trick for kind of cleaning up and reshaping. Okay? So, we have our smoky outer corner. So we've done a light color, we've done a medium color, we have saved our smoky outer color for the corner of our eyes. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back. I don't always have to do this, but sometimes if you have that darker shade and you want to kind of still smoke it out a little bit, go back to your original lid color. And in this case, we're just going to kind of pat it on there, and we're going to blend it on out again. So we're not really covering up because you're going to still see that that color that you guys originally did came through. But we're just going through and lightening up a little bit. And we're still blending. Okay. I'm not going to do any liners with this look, because I just want y'all to focus and be comfortable with the eyeshadow. See how that's a little bit softer? Okay, here we have the untouched up eye. Here it's a little bit softer. We blended out a little bit with that original color, but we still got that smokiness going on, right? We're good. Okay, so now we're going to come back over here. Again, we're going to blend, 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 smoking it out, lightening the eye up a little bit. Still got that smoky look. Everything is still blended. Okay, we're good? We're good. Now, I'm going to go ahead. I always like to hit up my top right under my brow with a nice light color. I'm sexy here. Normally, I might go with a little bit more with this eye look. I might go with a little bit more of a yellowy color. Grabbed this one by mistake. I don't feel like leaving y'all hanging while I go run and get another one. But we're going to stick with this one. This is the lightest color out of all of them. Okay, and this is a mineral pigment that we have. And I'm just going to go ahead. And this is where you can also blend with that medium transition color coming all the way out to where your brows will be. Okay, this is also, it's a highlighting color. This can be a really nice light shimmery color. See how that blended everything? Check out this eye. Now everybody kind of has these deep corners of our eyes right here. Go ahead and hit up that inner corner of your eye with that highlighting color. It's going to brighten everything up in there, okay? So let's get this eye. We're going to get this one nice and blended. Get that highlighting color. Again, I go right under the brows. This might be more than you guys are used to doing, and that's totally understandable. But I have found, after doing my makeup and becoming more comfortable with it, it doesn't look quite as shocking as it once did to me. And I get a lot of compliments on my eyeshadow now, which I never thought would happen. So here we have all this. So now what are we going to do? I'm going to clean up my edges, because you never want your eyeshadow coming down. It's going to make your face drop. And as ladies, we don't want this dropping. We want everything lifted, right? A lot of things lifted, but we're going to focus on eyes right now. We're going to want to lift these eyes. So why I do my eyes first, another reason why, is I'm going to use foundation and my makeup brush to automatically lift these eyes and clean them up. Now, I guess I can. I put my product right on my brush. I didn't put that much. I'm just going to dot here. Normally I would dot around my face, but obviously I don't need that right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go under the eye. Now if you see, I'm just kind of dragging it up. I'm going to spread it around so you don't see such a color change there. I'm going to bring it out. So I'm coming from my eye and bringing it back. Check it out. Cleaned up, okay? Kind of spread it around so it doesn't look so shockingly colored. Such a great foundation. Alright. So see how that makes that difference? Okay, we're now got that eye up. Eye still down. Cleaned up eye. Soon to be cleaned up eye. So again, I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to focus on just bringing that product up to my eye and cleaning it up. Carrying it up, but you notice it's not really like taking the eyeshadow, gotta cover up that spot. It's not taking my eyeshadow and discoloring my foundation. It's just allowing me to clean up that whole area. If you want to retouch up where your highlighter was in your corners, you can do that. Okay, that's all I do. This also sets you up if you want to do a wing look. Now you guys have a good template to just follow the line of your shadow to do a winged eyeliner, if that's what you like to do. Normally I would follow up with the rest of my face, put my top, I do my waterline, and I also do a top liner, and then I continue on with everything else. But that is your basics to eyeshadow application. Don't be afraid. Have fun with your colors. Mix them up. It's a great time to be your own mixologist. We have plenty of the Splurge cream shadows. We have the Addiction palettes. We have some other eye products that are amazing, and you can kind of mix up your own colors. But your general rule that you want to follow, lightest color on the lid, medium color in transition, darkest color on the outer corner V into your crease, and then have a highlighter color on your brow bone and in the corners of your eyes. That is it. It's that simple. So get yourself a good primer, get yourself some fun colors, and get some brushes. It does make a difference, and have a great time with it. I hope you guys learned something and have more confidence. Thanks for watching. Bye.